Hi there everyone, welcome to my Friday blog post. In today's post I'm going to be continuing my post about the Byron Writers Festival and my involvement in the event at the Self Published Marquee. Last week I told you a little bit about the lead up to the festival. What it involved over the month leading up to the event. Today I'm going to tell you a little bit about the event itself and my involvement in that and how that all went. So it was quite an exciting experience. It was very nerve-wracking, definitely the night and the morning before I went along. So basically the event was held at the Elements Resort at Byron Bay. They have quite a large oval type flat ground out the back of the resort there, and that's where all of the marquees were set up for all the different events and outlets and talks and all that sort of thing at the Byron Writers Festival. So basically I was in one of these marquees. I had a trestle table set up. I got there about half an hour before my session began. My session began at 9:30. Basically, I had a session in this self-published marquee just to have my books all set up on the table with me, and I was just able to talk to passers-by, people that had come to the festival. I was able to talk to them as they stopped by my table and tell them about the book, and I talked to a lot of people about, the process of publishing my books through CreateSpace and Kindle. So it was just a really great experience. I had my books there, all three of my books. So I had Pay to Dance, and I also had The Wilted Rose and my short story book, The New Neighbours, there as well. I had a whole bunch of different handouts. So I had little descriptions of each of my books. I had little excerpts from each of my books as well, so little bits of text that people could take away and read. Handouts about me that read a little bit about myself as an author, and I also had a mailing list there for people to sign up to if they wished to do that too. So I didn't make that many book sales at the festival, unfortunately. It unfortunately had been quite a wet weekend, but a few people did. The weather was actually the best it had been all weekend, the day that I was there, so I was thankful about that, but still quite a bit muddy, especially having my books I bought a little trolley from Bunnings to take my boxes of books in with me, and that trolley was absolutely covered in mud. Luckily my books were okay, but the trolley wheels were absolutely covered in mud, dragging across the grounds to get to the festival. But I was still able to talk to a few people, which was great, and meet the other authors that were in the tent. There were 3 other authors there at the same time. So basically all weekend from Friday to Sunday at the festival, there was 40 authors altogether, and 4 authors at a time had a 2-hour session in this tent just to be able to promote their books. When I was there as well, I also had the opportunity to get up on the little stage that they had in the marquee and do a little bit of an author talk, which was absolutely fantastic. I'm going to be posting that video as well, and that was probably the highlight of the whole experience, being able to do that. I have not done that before with my books, so that was great practice. The whole experience was great practice for me, and it's just really great to be able to put the Byron Writers Festival on my resume, as part of my experience now as an author. An incredible opportunity. I'd like to say a big thank you to the Byron Writers Festival for this opportunity. There are no other opportunities like it at any other Writers Festival in Australia or even around the world, as far as I've been able to see. There's no other opportunities at a Writers Festival for independent authors like myself to be able to come in and share their books and sell their books and promote themselves as an author. All the other festivals only have traditionally published authors. Excuse me. at this time. So, but it's an exciting initiative. I'm really thankful to the Byron Writers Festival for starting this. It's only in its second year this year, because it's just an absolutely fantastic opportunity for independent authors like myself to be able to take part in a writers' festival, and hopefully other writers' festivals start to follow suit in the years to come, because independent authors are becoming so much more frequent and popular as well, and we've got just as much of a right as anybody to promote our books at public events too. So it's exciting to see what will come in the years to come. So yeah, that's a little bit about the experience there. It was a very big weekend. It was a full-on time. I'd like to say a thank you to my Auntie Karen as well, who came down and surprised me at my table down at the event. It was really wonderful to have a representative from my family come down and support me on the weekend. It was quite a long distance away from where I live, so it was it was really great to have her there to support me at the festival, and then to have a lovely lunch with afterwards. So yes, I'll just enjoy the blog post. I put up a whole bunch of photos as well, and I had a really great time, and thank you all so much for your support as well. It was really encouraging to get everybody's support in the lead up to the festival too. It's been quite a bit of a lazy time, a week and a half or so since I was down at the festival. It's taken a little while to get my energy back up to get on with the next lot of tasks, but the next goal is to send an application away to the Newcastle Writers Festival, which is happening in early April next year, which is in Newcastle in New South Wales here in Australia. So that's going to be another, luckily the application process is nice and simple. So yes, I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully I might have another opportunity to be able to promote myself and my books interstate. So I'm going to get onto that now. Do enjoy this blog post, and I will see you again next Friday. Bye.